From sleeping on cardboard boxes in Makoko to owning 3 luxury properties across Lagos. From selling pure water in traffic to running a multi-million naira empire. This is not a fairy tale. This is the story of Chidinma Okafor. And today, she's going to share every struggle, every failure, and every decision that took her from the streets of Lagos to a life most people only dream about.
My name is Chidinma Okafor, and if you had told me 20 years ago that I would be sitting here today, I would have laughed or cried. Probably both. You see that Lagos out there? It raised me.
It broke me. And eventually it made me. But not in the way you might think. This city has a way of testing you every single day. And my test began the day my father died.
Chidinma was born in Ajegule, one of Lagos's most densely populated neighborhoods. Her father was a bus conductor, her mother a petty trader. When Chidinma was 8 years old, her father collapsed on a bus. Brain aneurysm. He died before reaching the hospital. And just like that, everything changed. After Papa died, Mama tried everything. But feeding 4 children on vegetable sales, it was impossible. Within 6 months, they were evicted. The family moved to Makoko, a slum built on stilts over the Lagos Lagoon. Makoko was survival mode every single day. That's why I learned that if you want to eat, you have to hustle. And at 9 years old, I started selling pure water. For 6 years, Chidinma sold pure water in traffic. Every day after school, weekends, holidays, 50 naira profit per bag. Sometimes she made 300 naira a day, sometimes nothing. I remember this one day, I was 14. I'd been in the sun for 8 hours. A man in an expensive car bought water from me, then threw the change on the ground and told me to pick it up, like I was a dog. I picked up that money because my siblings needed to eat. But that night, I made myself a promise. I wrote, one day, people will respect my name. One day, I will never beg for anything again. One day, I will own the car, not just sell water to it. That humiliation became her fuel, but the turning point, it came from an unexpected place. The woman who changed my life was a customer, Mrs. Adebayo. She owned a small beauty supply shop in Ikeja. One day, she stopped her car and asked me my name. She asked if I went to school. Then she said she needed someone to help in her shop after school, sweeping, arranging products, attending to customers. She'd pay me 5,000 naira a month. 5,000 naira. That was more than I made in 3 weeks of selling water. I said yes before she could change her mind. For the next 2 years, Chidinma worked in that shop, and she watched. She learned how business worked, how to talk to customers, how to negotiate with suppliers. Most importantly, she learned that money makes money. By the time I finished secondary school, I had saved 87,000 naira. Mrs. Adebayo wanted me to continue working for her, but I had a different plan. This was Chidinma's first major decision. She could stay comfortable with Mrs. Adebayo's salary or risk everything on herself. My mother was concerned. She asked me what I wanted to do. Start my own business? With what money? What experience? I told her I'd watched Mrs. Adebayo for 2 years. I knew her suppliers. I knew what sells. I knew the profit margins. I could do this. She said that money could feed us for a year if I failed. And I told her if I fail, I'll sell water again. But Mama, if I don't try, I'll be selling water forever. That was the scariest decision of my life. But I did it. I took my 87,000 naira, went to Balogun Market and bought my first stock of hair extensions and beauty products. She rented a small table at Yaba Market, 2,000 naira per month, and she started selling. The first month,
I made 12,000 naira profit. The second month, 19,000 naira. By month 6, I was making 40,000 naira. And I realized something powerful. I was good at this. Really good.
Over the next 5 years, Chidima reinvested
Yes, I see the
every
inventory
naira.
levels here. We
One
might need to
market table
reorder soon
became
based on
2.
these charts.
2
Thank
became
you.
4. She started importing directly from China. Lower costs, higher profits. By 23, I had 7 employees and 3 locations across Lagos. But I still lived in Makoko. Every naira went back into the business. But success in Lagos, it never comes easy. When I was 25, one of my suppliers scammed
As you
me.
can see from the quarterly reports,
2.4
our
million
projections are on
naira
tracks.
gone. He disappeared. I nearly lost everything. I had 2 choices, give up or rebuild. I chose rebuild. That setback taught her about contracts, legal protection, and financial planning. By 27, she opened her first standalone shop in Ikeja. By 30, she had a beauty supply
As
store
we look
in
to the
Victoria
future, our
Island.
focus remains on sustainable
real
growth
game
and
changer
innovative solutions
was
that will shape our city for
diversifying.
generations to come.
Chidima didn't just stay in beauty supplies. She invested in real estate. She bought properties. She diversified her income streams. By 35, I owned 3 businesses, 5 properties, and I finally could breathe. So, what did I learn from going from the streets of Lagos to this life? Let me share the real lessons. Not the motivational poster nonsense, the actual truth. Lesson 1. Nobody is coming to save you. Not the government, not a rich benefactor, not luck. You have to save yourself. Mrs. Adebayo gave me an opportunity, yes, but I had to work for it. I had to show up every day. Lesson 2. Start before you're ready. I had 87,000 naira and 0 business education, but I started anyway. You learn more in 1 month of doing than in 1 year of planning. Lesson 3. Reinvest in yourself. For the first 5 years, I lived below my means and put everything back into my business. That's the sacrifice. People see the Range Rover now. They didn't see the 10 years of Molue buses. Lesson 4. Failure is not the end. When that supplier scammed me, I thought it was over. But every successful person I know has a story like that. The difference? They got back up. And lesson 5, the most important, never forget where you came from. I still go to Makoko, I mentor young girls, I give opportunities the way Mrs. Adebayo gave me one. Because here's the truth about success in Lagos, in Nigeria, anywhere. It's not just about you climbing the ladder, it's about pulling others up with you. Last year, something happened that brought everything full circle. Chidima was driving through Lagos in her Range Rover. She stopped at a traffic light. A young girl,
Pure
about
water.
14 years
Pure
old,
water, sir,
approached her
madam.
car window
Very
with
cold
pure
and
water.
refreshing.
I looked at that
Pure
girl
water.
and I saw myself.
Pure water, sir,
I
madam.
asked her name.
Very cold and
Blessing,
refreshing.
she said. I asked how old she was. 14. I reached into my bag, pulled out a business card and some money. I told her to come to my store on Saturday. Bring your school report card and your mother. That was 6 months ago. Today, Blessing works in Chidima's Victoria Island store after school. She's learning the business and saving her money. Because someone gave me a chance once and it changed everything. People ask me all the time, Chidima, was it worth it? The struggle, the sacrifice, the years of hardship? And my answer is always the same. Every single day. Not because of this apartment, not because of the cars or the clothes or the properties, but because I proved to that little girl selling water in traffic that she mattered, that she could become someone. Lagos will test you. Nigeria will test you. Life will test you. But here is what I know for sure. If a girl from Makoko who sold pure water can build this life, then anyone can. Your circumstances are not your destiny. Your starting point is not your ending point. And the streets that raised you, they don't have to define you. From Lagos streets to luxury life. This is Chidima Okafor's story, but it doesn't have to be the only one. Thanks for watching. Now go build your empire.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to African Tales Unfold. Thanks for watching.